guided meditation today. My name is Stephanie Wagner, and I'm a trainer and program specialist with Healthy Minds Innovations, and I'm here today to guide you through your weekly practice. So as we're getting started, please, I see Witsa is already in the chat. Thanks, Witsa. Good to see you. Jose, good to see you too. Please share with me where you are from, maybe a word about how you're feeling today. And we are going to go ahead and get started. So each week we're coming together as a global community to practice training our minds and skills associated with resilience and well-being. And of course, here in the United States, we're in the midst of election season, which seems very long. And there's been a lot of uncertainty and anxiety, regardless of which end of the political spectrum you're on. And we're, of course, awaiting the results of our presidential elections. So we thought it would be timely today to work on cultivating the skill of appreciation. So appreciation is one of the skills within the dimension of connection, which is a part of our Healthy Minds model of well-being. And appreciation as a skill is the skill of simply noticing the positive. We have an attentional bias that skews negative, and so we have a tendency to sort of notice the negatives in our environment and exclude the positives. And this is for biological and evolutionary reasons. This skill has allowed us to detect threats in our environment and has sort of helped us survive as a species. But in modern day, it has not served us so well. So here, what we're going to do today is we're going to cultivate the skill of noticing the positive in ourselves, in the people around us, and even people that have been supporting the election. So regardless of where you're at in the world, would love for you to join me in this practice. So just a quick word about who we are at Healthy Minds Innovations. We're a nonprofit who's affiliated with the Center for Healthy Minds, a research institution at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And our mission at Healthy Minds Innovations is to translate the tools or the scientific insights coming out of the Center for Healthy Minds into tools to help people both cultivate as well as measure well-being. So let's go ahead and get started. And what I will say is that if at any point this practice does not feel great for you, if you feel more anxious, if it feels unworkable, the invitation is to always drop out of the practice and just allow your mind to rest and simply be. Okay, everybody has different responses to different types of techniques and practice. And so I just want to make sure that you're listening to what feels right for you today. So my wish is that this practice helps us balance our body and our mind in the midst of all of this uncertainty. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat here. One where you feel relaxed yet alert. And you can close your eyes if that feels right for you, or you can keep a soft gaze with your eyes open. And take a couple of slow, deep breaths with awareness. On each exhale, allow the mind and body to relax a little bit. And now take a moment to reflect on your motivation for practicing meditation today, whatever that may be, and take a moment to think about that motivation for a moment in your mind. And so we'll take a few moments to ground ourselves in some mindful awareness of the body as we settle into our appreciation practice. So bring your attention to the muscles in your face. Notice any sensations, might be tension or tightness, or little to no sensation, whatever's happening. Simply be aware of the muscles in your face. And perhaps in the knowing of any tension, there can be a bit of relaxation here. And then move your attention down to the middle of your body. Notice any sensations in your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your back. Tune in to what's happening in your body. And there's no need to fix or change your experience in any way. Just allow the sensations to be known and be as they are. And now bring your attention to the lower half of your body. Whatever sensations might be happening, perhaps the feeling of feeling supported underneath your seat by your chair. Notice the feeling of your feet being supported by the earth. And tune into whatever sensations feel the most alive for you. And so we're going to begin our appreciation practice working with the body. So awareness is at the foundation of what we're doing here always. So begin to simply notice how amazing your body is. There are all of these systems happening within your body that are helping give you life. Your heart is beating, your lungs expanding, the blood is pumping through the body. So connecting with this sense of appreciation around the body. You might use a phrase in your mind: I appreciate my heart, I appreciate my lungs. Or instead, you may choose to just rest in sort of that felt sense of appreciation for everything your body is doing for you in this moment. So see if you can connect to appreciation in whatever way feels the most resonant. And beyond the systems happening in the body, you can appreciate everything your body allows you to do in the world. Allows you to express yourself, have connections with people around you, whatever it is, exercise, just appreciate aspects of your body that are sort of unique to you. And see if you can notice when the mind is no longer connected with appreciation. And when you recognize that your mind is distracted, just return to the appreciation practice, working with appreciating the body. You can let go of the appreciation of the body and notice how you feel in this moment. And whatever feelings are here, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, is absolutely okay. And now we're going to bring a sense of appreciation to something in our environment. So if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes and tune into things around you, maybe that you don't normally notice. See if you can find something positive in your environment. Could be as simple as having a roof over your head. How often do we pause to appreciate that? Might appreciate a piece of beautiful art or furniture in your home. Whatever it is in your space, see if you can find a few things to notice that are positive, small or big. And again, you can do this via phrases or connecting with that felt sense in the body. And when you feel like the appreciation for the environment around you has run its course, you can simply allow the mind to rest. Notice how you feel. Any feelings are welcome in our practice. And so, if you haven't done so already, letting go of the appreciation of the environment, and we're going to move on to appreciating relationships in our lives. So, bring to mind someone in your life that you care about, that you have naturally warm feelings toward. Bring them to your mind and almost have a sense of them being in your presence. And as you're doing this, begin to reflect on the things that you appreciate about this person. It might be qualities that they embody. It might be compassion, generosity. Perhaps it's skills that you appreciate they have, that they bring forth into your life. So take a moment to reflect on these qualities and skills that you appreciate about this person. And as you're doing this, imagine what it would be like to express your appreciation to them. What would you say? What would you do? So, using your imagination, express appreciation to this person in your mind. And once again, notice those moments where you're disconnected from appreciation, no longer present with the practice. Bring your mind back to connecting and cultivating appreciation for this person. And so you can continue to do this by bringing to mind another person, maybe even a group of people, group of friends or family. And let's continue to do this practice by imagining you're in your presence, reflecting on what you appreciate, and then expressing that appreciation in your mind. So do this for a few moments at your own pace. And as you're doing this, you can notice how you feel as you imagine expressing appreciation to this person or to this group of people. And remember, the resulting feelings of this practice are not the goal. The goal is to orient yourself to intentionally noticing the positive. And so, whatever byproduct is happening in your body is fine. So, there may be feeling or no feeling. That's okay. And so, if it feels right to do so, you can simply let go of this appreciation, reflection. Once again, allow the mind to rest for a few minutes, and you can notice whatever feelings are present in the body, any thoughts in the mind. let go of doing and just allow yourself to be with whatever is happening. And so we're going to begin to do a little bit of appreciation around the election for those of you that are in the US. And so for those of you that are not in the US, you can continue working with this practice in a way that feels connected and resonant with you. So take a moment to bring to mind a person or a group of people who have been supporting the election. It might be the people who worked the polls, those people who are facilitating ballot counting, whatever it is, bring that group of people to mind. All of the volunteers, and appreciate their efforts, the time that they've given to support the election, this orientation towards kindness. See if you can just touch into appreciating whatever positives you can think of regarding this person or this group of people. So bring that to mind. Taking a moment to notice the positive things about the election that get lost in the uncertainty and the anxiety. You can begin to expand this sense of appreciation even further by thinking about all of the people who have voted. This incredible turnout, regardless of who they're voting for, they voted. They had a voice. And so really just appreciate all of the people that came out to vote. Connecting with whatever around that feels positive to you. And so now you can bring to mind whatever else you want to take a moment to appreciate as we begin to wind down our practice today. Is there another person, another something, election related or otherwise, that you want to bring to mind in your practice today? So take a moment to do that. All right, and you can, again, let go of the technique and allow the mind to rest for a moment. Nothing to do here but be present. All right, you can open your eyes. If your eyes have been closed, I would like to hear from you how that practice was for you today. If there was something that came up for you, positive or otherwise, if yeah, would just be very interested to find out how that practice was. And so just to recap, in the midst of when things feel very stressful and uncertain and anxious as they do, I can speak from my own experience in the United States right now, it can be really powerful to begin to reorient our minds. So rather than being so hyper focused on the negative, we can begin to cultivate and notice the positive that's around us. So this is not about taking something negative and turning it into something positive. It's about tuning into the positive that's already there. And there are so many positive things that have happened in the midst of these very challenging times that we just do not recognize. And so by orienting our minds in this way, it can oftentimes create sort of that feeling of that positive feeling in our body. Feels good when we express it to other people on the receiving end of our appreciation. If we do decide to verbalize it or express it in some way, it feels good to them. So it is key to building healthy, connected relationships. So I encourage you, as you go about your day or your evening, depending upon where you live, to try and set the attention to at least once a day, notice something positive in your life, notice something positive about someone in your life. And then if you feel inspired to do so, to express that and to get curious about what it's like to both notice the positive and to express your appreciation. So I'm going to just take a look at what we've got in the comments here. Thank you so much. Sounds like there was a little bit of difficulty doing appreciation. Makes total sense in the midst of everything. Felt calming and tuned in and feeling a little more open and optimistic. Great. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for practicing with me. If you feel inspired to continue to train your mind in these skills, a couple of things I just want to highlight for you. We have an app that's free due to the generosity of our donors. You can check out more information at hmiinnovations.org. We also have our public masterclass being offered again for a winter session in January through March. So this is your opportunity to dive deeply into learning more about the science of a healthy mind and learning how to create a healthy habit and training your mind in these qualities. So sign up now. We're in the midst of a current cohort, and it's just been a total delight. And so if you are inspired to join the next cohort, we would love to have you. So all of the links in the chat will take you to where you need to go. And with that, I will close and wishing you some ease today. See you soon.